The relationship that we have with Stellar, where we can convert cryptocurrency into USDC and then cash that out through our system, or you can take cash and put it into the system into USDC and convert that into crypto. It's a very different way of thinking about how to use our network than ever before.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that opening was for the XLM fans because Stellar Foundation took a minority stake in MoneyGram. And Danelle Dixon, the chief executive officer of the Stellar Development Foundation, took a board seat on MoneyGram. Now let's listen to Alex Holmes speak a little bit more to the relationship with Stellar and their use of the XDC stablecoin by Circle.
Taking over for what's generally historically been viewed as a legacy company and changing the perception around that is not an easy task for sure. You have to change the culture within, you have to change and get everyone on board with kind of the new direction. And then you have to face audiences full of people that are nothing but innovation in fintech and looking to displace you. And so one of the first things you have to recognize is you need to disrupt yourself, and you need to change who you are, and you need to really understand it. You're battling new innovative fintech companies all the time. Price is important to consumers. Best FX rate's important. And at the end of the day, I mean, this is a huge balance sheet business. You need a lot of cash to operate the business. Yeah, digital currencies are exciting and also I think represent a challenge. And there's a lot of regulation yet to unfold. There's a lot of questions around which currencies are what, how they should be regulated. Are they commodities? Are they currencies? At the end of the day, there are some pretty unique applications that are sort of being built underneath that. And I will say, in the example that I shared with Stellar, where we're converting crypto to USDC and then converting that to cash, what's really, really kind of compelling about that is that when the USDC is, for lack of a better term, sold or bought, we're instantly settling with our partners at Circle. And so for the first time in the evolution of MoneyGram, we're actually being paid first because USDC is coming to our account and then we liquidate the USDC real time, which is very different from taking $300 and sending it and paying it out in Mexico and then waiting to collect the $300 on our end. When you go to say, I want to cash out $300 through the new Stellar network, effectively that USDC gets converted, we collect our $300, and then the money's paid out. So, when people tell you there's not, yet a use case for settlement, for funding, for cryptocurrencies, I can share that is one example where it's definitely a use case, and it's really pretty compelling when you begin to think about how that could change the way that you look at global settlement and global funding around the world. So,
probably some of you are wondering if I'm getting interested in getting back into XLM. Well, 3 weeks ago, they did talk about their smart contracts, and as you probably know, that gets my attention. The smart contracts on Stellar is called Soroban. The development is accelerating. They're in version 10, and it is getting ready to launch on mainnet. So yes, it does have my attention. Have a listen.
And the Soroban Adoption Fund is firing on all cylinders, having paved a path for developers and builders to step further into their Soroban journeys with each engagement. Again, more on this in a bit, but one highlight from this quarter definitely had to be seen: 184 submissions and $3.2 million worth of lumens awarded through the Stellar Community Fund. It's just wonderful to see the growth in the SCF.
There was a posting about PayPal launching XRP. The original post had 284 repostings and 1,172 likes. This kind of engagement level ends up being paid into the pocket of the people who put these tweets out. With any sort of research, which should have been done before anybody reposted it, because there was not a link to back up or verify the claim, PayPal does not support XRP conversions. So this guy, who's putting out a lot of misinformation, just a few days ago blocked Moonchaser for trying to correct him. And here we have a conversation that he had with Panos. And he basically says that your replies bring me more money on X. Don't be jealous. Boom. And then goes on to say at the end, before I block you, thanks for the money, my friend. So this guy is engaging with people. He doesn't care if the information that he's spreading is wrong or not. So we must always verify the links before we repost or even comment. The only way we're going to silence them is to not engage with them. In the UK, PayPal is going to pause purchase of crypto for a little bit. The FCA introduced some new rules. One of them is a cooling off period for first-time buyers, and that's going to start in October. The sales also must come with detailed risk warnings. And another topic that just got off the rails was the XRP Amazon story. Just can't believe people would think that an AWS partnership, which is a paid partnership by Ripple, and there's tens of thousands of those paid partnerships out there, they would think that that had anything to do with using XRP. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. Mickey B. Fresh broke it down. You know, again, how can you take a 2.5-year-old dated web page and not know enough about Amazon Web Services and think that this had something to do with XRP? I don't know. I've been having some conversations with other people who've been in this space for 5 and 6 years making content, and we just don't know what to do. Now, I know that there's 2 channels out there that talk about the crypto police. Well, I don't think I'm being a crypto police when I am trying to stop misinformation that often is malicious. And this misinformation is such a disservice to the community and really a disservice to the people who are new in this space. It's okay to speculate. Really, it is. But it's not okay to put out information that's wrong or to be in this space for a long time and repost and regurgitate information without even checking. As we see more and more people coming to the X platform to do engagement farming, more and more we're going to have to really be careful what we like and what we share. There's a journalist, Brooke Masters. She's the financial editor at the Financial Times with a newly published article. The SEC should be wary with their overreach. With the laws around crypto far from clear, she writes, the consequences of overreach could be devastating to keep markets fair and stable. Congress should write new rules specifically to set standards for the SEC because trying to shoehorn new asset classes into old definitions is not the wisest course. I'm going to let XRPP take you out on this video. He has some of the best satire on the X platform. This is episode number 1 of PP in the Morning, a brand new format. I think you'll find it very fun. All right, until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Welcome to PP in the Morning, where you get all the latest crypto news from X without having to peruse this miserable platform yourself. Bitcoin steady at $29,000, XRP at 62 cents, and baby unicorn monkey coin is up 234,000% on the 24-hour chart. Let's get to today's top stories. Disgraced former CEO of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, makes a list of requests from his jail cell, which includes new antidepressant medications, internet access, and a team of morally defunct degenerates so he can continue his hobby of defrauding investors of billions of dollars. Crypto exchange Coinbase officially launches its services in Canada today to hopefully gain a bunch of new hosehead customers, eh? Legendary investor Michael Burry opens a massive leverage short on the stock market, betting 93% of his portfolio. The last time this happened, the country exploded, and we got a movie about it with Brad Pitt. Former SEC employee John Reed Stark makes a statement that the SEC is a very non-political agency, which caused people all over the country to spit out their drinks. Stark later clarified that the leaders in power are indeed very political, while the powerless staff were not. Thanks for the clarification, John. Crypto news source CoinDesk lays off a whopping 45% of their employees, reportedly because anti-XRP FUD hit pieces are now less in demand. Argentina's central bank raises its interest rates to 118%, and holy shit, that's not even satire, good god. Finally, blockchain payments company Ripple continues their global dominance by securing a deal with the African nation of Zamunda to create a CBDC of their native Zamundan currency on the XRP ledger. Huge. I'm XRPP. Stay tuned for more PP in the morning, covering crypto news the way you won't hear it anywhere else.